It's Week 12 of the National Football.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And we're off and running from Landover. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. The 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. Motioning the tight end now. Play action now, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass didn't work on second. Let's see how that affects this third down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on 4th down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains. Then take your shots further down the field.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He's got it on the bootleg. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Taylor now up the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go again with Taylor. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Taylor again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bojorquez to kick. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Burrow out of the shotgun. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow setting up the play action. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. This is hauled in by T. Higgins.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Austin put in motion right. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Running back sent in motion. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing is Burrow. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Pass taken in by Sutton. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Second and 3 now. Play fake here, Daniels. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels on first down. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Putting a receiver in motion. Again, Daniels to the air. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed to Sutton. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, kid, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. On first down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, White. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 39. He's got it over the middle. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Burrow to the air now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Palmer motioning right. First down, Burrow to throw. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Second down now, 7 to go. They motion a receiver left. To throw again, it's Burrow. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Here he goes on the bootleg. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Ja'Marr Chase touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Short pass brought in. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Only took a one-play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. 2nd and 3 now. Now Daniels off the play action. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Burrow out of the shotgun. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's brought down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, a run for White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. He sent a man in motion. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. On target to his man Higgins. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st and 10. It's a gift to White. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They're set up at the 35 now. Burrow from the gun. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. They bring Higgins in motion left. From the 32. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. White trying this straight ahead. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Burrow setting to throw. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pull out in front further, 13-zip. It's a Ja'Marr Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals double their lead to 14. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Third down, 1 yard to go. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. The Bengals ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. This finds Austin complete.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They bring Higgins in motion left. From the 20 on second down. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. It's White on the give. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Another punt coming up. Bryce Baringer to do the honors again. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Finds a man right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They give to Taylor, right side. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
From the 41. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Bengals.
Daniels from the pistol. Cut out left. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Again, Daniels to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. This one from 42 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll get him back to 11.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Calvin Austin on the return. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Bengal offense getting the football late in the first half. And with a 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option to sit on that, or they could try something really aggressive to end the half. Short pass caught by his tight end. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by Deion Henley.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
Here we go.
Burrow. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Running right, this is Taylor. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's 2nd and 11. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Daniels. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, they threw an extra defensive back or 2 out there hoping for an outcome just like this. That dime defense put bodies everywhere. No matter where the throw went, there was a defender around who could have tried making a play on it.
This ball's cut by Palmer.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
It is caught left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
To number 84. A gain of 7. 1st down, Bengals.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Up the middle, here goes White. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught near the goal line.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Flushed out. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. This one finds Taylor. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. They've got a man in motion. From the 37. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Commanders will have a 1st. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Here's Daniels. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down.
Third down and 10.
To throw, Daniels. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Bengals. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Looking for a target. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Burrow from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Play action now, Burrow. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw again, it's Burrow. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And now it's third down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. The give now to White. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 mighty, 12, 12, 12.
There's a toss to White. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Cole Bishop. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's White. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Daniels on 1st down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 20-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And now it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
A run here with Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
They'll send out the punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be Bengals football. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sainristil makes the play. And the Commanders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Taylor now up the middle. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. Taylor makes the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Daniels back to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Palmer. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. On target to his man Higgins. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. From the 46. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it. Looking for the back time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They'll bring out the punter here. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one is out of bounds. No return on the kick. The Commanders set to take over. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run.
Yeah.
Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now Daniels to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Taylor trying the left side. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Punting unit out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt goes 63 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. This one taken in by Chase. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Completes this one to Chase. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Burrow. Austin's there to haul it in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Higgins makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Burrow finds his man Chase. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They run, it's White. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Hits his running back. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. It is Cup left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's Daniels. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Caught near the pylon. Good gain here as he heads out of bounds. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here. On the ground, it's White. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
A run now with White. And he only manages 1. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Again, this is White. And this is a nice gain that stopped at the 47. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6. He'll throw it toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
It's victory formation the rest of the way for the Bengals, who take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession